sounds like he's bitching out from wanting to fight the guys, from the top guys. I don't know. He's trying to run into any situation that seems it's going to be more favorable for him. Bisping did his thing at the end, ran his mouth, and seems like he's running from quite a few of us, all the top guys, really trying to make this run and stretch this out as long as he can. Talking GSP and talking all these other guys. It's, you know, legitimize yourself and fight one of us. I mean, it's easy to go fight. It's easy to go fight when you got nothing to lose. When you got something to lose, that shows, you know, your true manhood. And now he's got something. Now he's running scared. So, man up and fight the top dudes.
You hear it right. I'm free agent. My lawyer terminates the contract with the UFC because I wanted to fight. Even during that deadline, I remember we didn't have any news, no email, and I was always waiting for phone calls. And I heard Dana was saying in the media during that time that I didn't want to fight, that I didn't have it in me.
Georges St-Pierre will not fight again. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. Georges St-Pierre is done. He is retired. He will not fight again.
Have you told you that?
He doesn't have to tell me that. I've dealt with him, and we've been dealing with this thing. I've been in this since I was 19 years old. I know the mentality of a fighter that wants to fight, and I know the mentality of a fighter that does not want to fight.
But he said that he wanted to come back.
He's been saying that for a long time. Okay. I wholeheartedly believe you will never see Georges St-Pierre in the octagon again unless he's cornering somebody. I know everybody keeps talking about GSP isn't even close to. I'm telling you again, I don't think GSP wants to fight. I keep saying this. You guys know fighters as much as I know fighters. Do you think GSP wants to fight? GSP wasn't crazy about fighting when he was fighting. You know what I mean? Now 3 years later, he's just dying to fight. He's not.
When he's saying that I'm not ready to fight, there's only one person who knows if I'm ready to fight, and it's myself. You know, Dana White doesn't know what it is to be a fighter. I know what it is to be a fighter. You know, I know it's probably a strategy from his part, but I didn't have any news until the last day of the deadline, very late at night. Believe it or not. And we received a 4-letter saying, you know, they were supposed to schedule us a fight. That's what we were waiting for. But they sent us a letter saying, it was interesting of fighting Robbie Lawler sometime. And I knew that Robbie Lawler pulled off of New York card because of I don't know the reason, but he was out of New York card. And I heard the interview by Mona the wall. He said he needed a long break. So the next day, my lawyer, James Quinn, told me, George, now you're a free agent, you're free. So that's how everything happened.
Well, that ginger-headed fuck is retarded. I think, you know, I said he's not in the interview I mentioned they were talking about respect or whatever.
I don't know, maybe throw some bottles on someone's head and then people gonna notice me. McGregor is good for the sport, but what is it? You had Muhammad Ali, he was a hero. He was beside great boxer. He did a lot, like He did big things. But nowadays you have Mayweather and you have Conor McGregor. I have money, and everybody loves it. So, I don't know, you got, that sells. People are stupid. What can I say? They don't know who's a real fighter or not. They just like to see expensive stuff on Instagram, probably. I don't know.
And then he texted me on, what's it called? Yeah, he was messaging, and I said, what you gonna do with your 50 kilos, you know? And then he was, I don't know, he's being philosophical or whatever the fuck he was writing. He was like, knife is lighter than a pound, it can cut to here, whatever the fuck he was writing. Guy is a bum, he's a 60-kilo guy. What the fuck he's gonna do? If he's face-to-face, he's not gonna say that, but, you know, Twitter gives some people courage. I don't know. I don't know what he was mentioning with the knife. He was saying he's being philosophical, what's it called? He was like, I don't know, he put a lot of thoughts in his message. The guy has a lot of time, I don't know. Well, I said, say it to my face, but I bet he's not going to do that. I don't care, you know, the guy can come and say it to my face. Twitter, you know, social media, you know, everyone on social media can be a, how you say, his courage go up, you know.
It is time to go to bed, but I cannot sleep because I am scared. You don't know what type of dark place I go to in my head, man. Also, I just watched the X-Files, and I am very afraid of aliens. I believe they had taken me one time, and I have been afraid to sleep ever since. At night, sometimes I lose large chunks of time, almost 7, sometimes 8 hours.
Wait,